Hi, this is Tim from latest3dsgames.com. Okay, and I'm here with my hardware specification shootout for the Sony PlayStation Vita versus the Nintendo 3DS. Now this is just a bit of fun. They're both great machines, although obviously we haven't seen the PlayStation Vita yet. I absolutely love my Nintendo 3DS and I certainly won't be selling it. And I'm really looking forward to the Sony PlayStation Vita. So it is just looking at the actual specification of the actual consoles. It's not looking at all the features. It's pretty much just looking at the what's actually gone into the hardware of the consoles. And I'm not going to be comparing games or anything like that. So let's have a look. I have just put a couple of things on there, as you can see. So the price of the Nintendo 3DS at the moment, obviously it's had a price drop. It's about $169 in the US, and in the UK it's kind of wildly varying from £115 to up to £150. Did put a couple of little comments about the design and build quality. Obviously it's my impression for the PlayStation Vita, which is that it's fairly similar to the PlayStation PSP, not the PSP Go as I've put in there, because obviously the PSP Go has got a sliding front to it, but it is bigger than both of these consoles. It's 7.2 inches wide, which is quite a lot bigger than the PSP Go, which is the most compact one, and it's still bigger than the original PSP 3000. It appears to be very well built and it looks really well designed. Obviously we need to get our hands on one to actually verify that, but I've no doubt that it will be exactly that, extremely well built and very well designed. The 3DS, it's almost identical in size and design to the Nintendo DS Lite. In fact, I did do a comparison in my 3DS 3-part review. It's nicely designed, very well built and nicely designed, and it's got a slightly more substantial feel to it than the previous DS consoles. Only bad point I've found is the hinge tension has been set too loose, and I've tried a couple of other people's 3DSs and they're all exactly the same. So, going to compare next the actual specifications. Now, the processor for the PS Vita is a Cortex A9 4-core. I don't really know a lot about that. It sounds pretty impressive though. And it's got, we're not 100% sure, but between 256 to 512 RAM. Compare that to the Nintendo 3DS, and that's got a Pico 200 processor, and that's got 128 megabyte FC RAM. And comparing the settings, pretty irrelevant really, but they're both pretty compact. Obviously the PlayStation Vita is bigger. It's about 182 millimeters, 7.2 inches or so wide by 18 millimeters deep by 83 millimeters tall or wide. And compare that to the 3DS, which is obviously a clamshell design, and that's obviously, it's not as wide, it's 134. It's slightly deeper at 21, and width or depth, whichever way you want to go, is 74, not that dissimilar. So the touchscreen on the PS Vita, that's a 5-inch OLED multi-touch screen, and compare that to the Nintendo 3DS, which has got a bottom touchscreen, which is about just over 3 inches. And the top screen is the obviously the 3D screen, and that's obviously, that one's, well, not obviously, but it's an auto stereoscopic screen. Both the consoles capable of 16 million colours, and that's on both screens for the Nintendo 3DS. And the resolution of the screen, as you can see, it's got high resolution on the PS Vita. It's got 960 by 544. Compare that to the Nintendo 3DS. The high resolution screen is at the top, which is 800 by 244, and the bottom screen is 320 by 240. Still pretty low resolution. Okay, we're going to move on, but just to say the 3DS processor and RAM is a massive upgrade though over the previous DS's. And we're going to go on to the cameras. So the PS Vita's got a front camera and a rear camera, and the 3DS has got an extra camera because it's a 3D camera. So the Vita camera has got a 640 by 480 resolution, same as the Nintendo 3DS, about 300,000 pixel total for the 3DS, not sure on the Vita. But the PS Vita does have a video camera built in, and at the moment that is not available on the Nintendo 3DS, although we are hoping they're going to do some sort of update to introduce that. Sound, they've both got built-in stereo speakers, both got built-in microphone. I know the 3DS is capable of similar to surround sound. I'm sure the PS Vita is as well. I haven't got confirmation of that. Sensors, the PS Vita's got a 6-axis motion sensing system and a 3-axis electronic compass. It's also got GPS, and the sensor on the Nintendo 3DS is a gyro sensor and a motion sensor. And the PS Vita, as you're probably aware, has got two choices: built-in GPS. It's got 3G and a 3G Wi-Fi model or a Wi-Fi only model. And lost myself there for a minute. The 3DS has got a Wi-Fi only option, so there's no option for a 3GS. So keys and switches, standard switches. So the Vita's got a PS button, power button, all the directional buttons, triangle, circle, cross, square, etc. Shoulder buttons, right, left, and it's got two sticks. Start button, select button, volume button, and the 3DS has got similar, not similar, but it's obviously got key switches, power button. It's obviously got the additional depth slider for the 3D, and it's got A, B, X, Y buttons and a control pad, and it's also got shoulder buttons as well. It's got a home button, wireless button, select button, start button, and a volume slider. And we're going to move on down to the ports. PlayStation Vita's got it's got its card slot for the games. It's got a memory card slot. It's got a SIM card slot as well for the 3G Wi-Fi model only. It's got a multi-use port, audio stereo out, mono in, headset jack, and accessory port. And the power is a built-in battery and AC adapter. And the Nintendo 3DS has got its game card slot, SD memory card slot, AC adapter slot, stereo jack, cradle connector. And the Nintendo 3DS, of course, we know has got a lithium battery and AC adapter, and it also comes with docking cradle. And we know that the battery life, the charge time is 3.5 hours on the Nintendo 3DS, and it's got 3 to 5 hours play on 3DS games, longer on DS games. And just come to the last section, and music, MP3 compatible, MP4 compatible for both systems, and videos MPEG 4 video compatible. Photos, well, it's got options there on the PS Vita: JPEG, TIFF, bitmap, GIF, PNG, and I'm not 100% sure on the Nintendo 3DS to try and research it. It's got an open format, which I forgot to put down exactly what it's called, but it's an open format on the 3D camera, and JPEGs as far as I know as well. The open format means you can get your pictures onto your 3D television and they will be 3D, which is rather nice, although obviously it is quite a low resolution camera. So that's pretty much it, I think. Okay, and that's it. And this has been Tim at latest3dsgames.com. Thanks for watching.